Fixing the hole where the oil comes out to stop the slime from wandering.
In studio with us this morning is a very special young lady. She's 11 years old. Olivia Bouler saw pictures of birds covered in oil this summer, and she wanted to find a way to help. Olivia loves to draw birds, and she wrote to the Audubon Society offering to draw some pictures of birds for them to sell. It sounds innocent and maybe far-fetched to begin with, but guess what happened? They took her up on her offer. A few months later, Olivia's art is in huge demand. And guess what? More than $150,000 has been raised selling her artwork for bird rescue. You can meet Olivia and get an update on the Gulf oil disaster, which finally they've plugged the hole. The well is officially dead now. But you can find out more from Dr. Tom Bancroft tonight, speaking at Seward Park from 5:30 to 7:30. You can find more about that at sewardpark.audubon.org for those of you who care and want to hear the straight scoop. And Olivia Bouler is in the studio with us. Welcome to Seattle and welcome to the Bob Rivers Show. Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Good.
You know what? You look professional.
Thanks.
Yeah, no, it's like you walked in, you stood in front of the microphone and said, okay, I'm ready. I like that.
Thanks.
You like being on the radio and TV?
Mm-hmm.
When you wrote your letter, just genuine concern in your heart for maybe I could do something to help, where did you get that sort of sense of values?
I've always been interested in birds, and I knew that it was nesting season for them, and they can't leave their nest. They're such loyal parents that they will protect their chicks even if they're covered in oil.
Wow. So you have, this is your favorite subject, birds.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, wow, this is the worst time for this to happen. I want to do something. Now, I have one of your drawings here, by the way, and it does help that you're fantastic.
Thanks.
Really good work. Do you see that, John?
Oh, yeah.
Nobody feels the need to save a stick figure, but that's a beautiful animal.
That would be a centerpiece for anybody's home. That's a beautiful painting.
It's awesome. Now, what does one of these cost from the Audubon Society?
It actually isn't sold. What happened was I did 500 original drawings.
500 drawings?
Yes, and I finally
That sounds
finished
more
them.
like punishment than
You
art.
go to your room and then you take 500 birds.
That's what the BP guys should have
Russ,
to draw
I was
500
thinking, too.
birds.
Tony, what's his face?
All right, so you did 500 drawings.
And what happened was people donated and told my mom, and I would send them a drawing. But lately, the 500 has been surpassed, so AOL is now distributing prints.
They are. And the money is being raised still to help the birds through the Audubon Society?
Yes.
That is cool.
And the oil spill isn't over just yet. The dispersants, all they do is turn the oil into rocks and sink it, and this is still the aftermath of it. So we still need the money for the Audubon.
They say fresh spills wash up every day in these marshlands. Every day there's a new batch of stuff rolling in that's finally
Yeah, I was
raising.
reading some science stuff this weekend, and the oil sinks into the sand, and it might be 7 inches underneath. They said even from the Prince William Sound oil spill, there are places that you can go, stick a shovel in, and you'll still find oil. That it's wishful thinking to think that it's over just because the news has stopped covering it. So this is a cause you're going to continue on with, is it?
Definitely. I am putting together a book with Sterling Publishing to raise bird awareness.
All right. Now, I know you're only 11, and I know everything is pure and comes from your heart. But do you have an agent? Do you have somebody advising you on how you can leverage this into a career and make some money at some point?
No. But my mom is my manager.
Is that your mom over there?
No, that's not my mom.
That's a publicist, isn't it? Yeah, so are you with the Audubon Society? Okay, got it. So, because at some point, by the way, I think what we shouldn't lose here, I've seen big-time artists draw, and it's not even abstract. It's beautiful.
It's beautiful wildlife.
And charge huge amounts per painting. I hope that in doing something kind and good like this, you start a wonderful career. And you get to someday become this huge rich person who can buy your own oil company. And and do oil right.
That's right.
You know, the way it's
Do
supposed to be.
oil paintings.
I want to be an ornithologist, a bird scientist, and contribute to the birds. And I also want to move on to clean, renewable energy so we can protect this earth.
You wouldn't put your portfolio in oil.
No.
Yeah, not to like.
What bird is your favorite of all the birds?
I do not have a favorite because that wouldn't be fair for the rest of them.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that.
Do you have birds as pets?
No, but my grandmother has a pet parrot named Woody.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
Have you been drawing birds all your life, as long as you can remember?
I've always drawn, and I've always kind of felt,
Yeah.
A connection.
yeah.
Well, you're a humanitarian. You're a wonderful person, but you truly are also an artist. Now, this one says brown pelican. If you'd caught him the week before, would he have still been brown pelican? Is that a species of pelican, or is that
Yes, that's a
describing how he
species
feels
of
on that day? Okay.
Just keep you around for all the stuff we don't know that you do know.
Yeah.
Have you been able to visit the Gulf area?
CBS actually flew us down there for the Katie Couric show.
Oh.
Yeah, and actually the day the oil hit.
So what'd you think when you were down there watching it actually do the damage to the thing you love best?
It was just terrible, really. It was like watching something that I've grown up with be destroyed.
I saw you on the news that day. It was a very, very moving. It was terrible. I hope more oil doesn't wash up like that. What's the most you got for one of your paintings so far, Olivia?
Well, $25,000 from AOL.
Wow. How about
Get a manager.
Get some college money.
All right. And are you guys both from the Audubon Society?
That's my dad.
It's your dad? Oh, okay. I knew there had to be a parent somewhere. In case anything goes wrong, I feel like a whack on the back of my neck. And you're from the Audubon Society. Come up and say a little bit about how much she has meant to the Audubon Society. Because you guys don't get a ton of press.
Right. Well, Olivia's been a real inspiration for everybody to realize that we can all make a difference. And so she's been an inspiration for people. We've had over 500 people in Washington State who'd never made a donation to Audubon contact Audubon and say, what can I do to help? I want to go down there right now.
And what specifically do you guys do at this point? We've done the bird rescue, rehabilitation. Now what are we doing? Research to see how bad it is, looking for their nests, finding out, because there's going to be a lot of denial of damage at this point. That's what companies do.
Right. There's still damage. It's still being done. And one of the things, we've got our scientists down there who are still studying the bird habitats and doing rehabilitation of the areas that have been destroyed. There's going to be more damage happening. And then also rallying volunteers. There's thousands of volunteers, citizen scientists, who the Audubon Society manages, and they collect data on what they found with the habitat and the birds and report it so that it can be tracked.
You're very special.
Thanks.
Keep working hard. Keep doing good your whole life.
You.
You're going to be a great person and an artist. And this sort of thing is suitable for framing. It's that good.
Beautiful.
Very nice to have you with us. For information tonight, you can hear about the update on the Gulf oil disaster in an actual meeting with Dr. Tom Bancroft, 5:30 to 7:30 at Seward Park. For information, go to sewardpark.audubon.org. Olivia Bouler, thank you for coming in.
Thank you.